All right, guys, welcome back to the Business Block. So today we have a special guest, and we're going to talk to Gabrielle about her business, which is 411 Paralegal and I Spy Operatives. So, Gabrielle, why don't you tell us about your business?
I'm a paralegal. I do paralegal work. I help people draft paperwork and help them do anything they need to do to get through the court system or the state system.
Perfect. So, Gabrielle's been in business for almost a year now. So, why don't we talk a little bit about some of the hurdles that you've seen your first year in small business?
Oh, there's so many. I wish I would have known before I jumped in, but I just jumped. I just knew I had to do this. And so I started with getting a business license. And then you have just so much to learn. There's so many things about actual business production and process that a lot of people don't know. I'm a paralegal. I can do the paralegal work. That's not the question. The finances, the accounting, the licensing, what's required in what area, the taxes, the logo, the mission statement, the business plan, the getting a small business loan. You have to have all of that intact before you can even apply. So there's just a lot to it that you have to learn.
So for someone that's starting a business tomorrow, or they watch this video and they like your services or they like what you're saying right now, and you just talked about some of the brief hurdles, what are a couple of key tips you would give someone that's looking at starting any business?
There's a 181-page document on the state website that tells you what you need to do to start a business.
So that's a good...
It gives you a general outline of what you can do and what's required. How to start and do a business plan. How to... anything is accessible on the internet if you have access. So you can look all that up, but that is really readily available on the state website.
Perfect. So if you guys are looking for some help to start your business, check out the state website. There is
81 pages.
181 page document that goes, it sounds like, over everything. So some great advice there. So real quick, let's talk a little bit more about your services and where folks can find you. And let's go on to that. So 411 Paralegal, you help with documents.
Right. People call me and we sit down, we consult about what they want. People tell me what they want to do. I'm not an attorney. I do not give people legal advice. I will help them accomplish the goals they want to accomplish. And I have a vast array of information that I can share with people. I can do any sort of documents, okay? We don't do forms in my office. We don't do court forms they give you, like a motion form to file with the court. We don't do that. I draft them legitimately on the computer on a pleading form and give them to the client, and they file them themselves. It's their information, their story. So I write it, draft it, follow all the rules, make it so they can file it with the court without a question, and then they go on their way.
So you help them prepare for whatever it is they're trying to do.
I help them win whatever they want to get.
Oh, even better.
Okay, I help them excel at what they want to do, and then I tell them how to do it. Everything from what to expect when they go into the courtroom. I can type up documents for their information of exactly step by step what happens in a courtroom, when to object to something, when not to, if they represent themselves. A lot of people can't afford an expensive attorney. Attorneys are expensive, and people don't know which ones are good and which ones aren't because they're just people. So it's really hard. So just giving them the information that they need to go into is a huge difference for people. It takes so much stress off of them and helps them get back to finding peace in their life. Because anything with authority is scary. The court is an authority. It's like going to the principal's office. You know? So if you know how to do that, I've been to the principal's office. If you know how to do that, then you're a step ahead.
Absolutely. So let's talk specific real quick on what is it that you normally see people coming and asking you for, or asking for your help with. I know that earlier we were talking a little bit offline, and she had some divorce cases, some custody, some small claims. So
I do everything for people. I do wills. I do estate. I help them set up their estates for people. I work with attorneys that I have that back me up, that I can refer people to if it gets to that point where I think they need an attorney. If there's something I don't know, I will definitely tell you. I will not pretend to know anything. So I do wills. A lot of my cases I do are custody and divorce cases. And that's because I think that people are driven by emotion in those cases. And when you're driven by emotion, there's no telling what the outcome is going to be, and that's scary, So I can help them. I can show them how to look things up. I can show them how to find what they need to find and how to use what they have as tools to get where they want to be.
So fantastic. So thank you for taking the time today. And real quick, how can people get a hold of you?
Well, we're 411 Paralegal. Just know that. We're on Facebook under 411 Paralegal. We have email, 411 Paralegal Operatives. Our phone number's in the phone book. It's all over my Facebook. It's all over my other people's Facebooks. But just call 411 Paralegal.
And then we'll go ahead and put the link to her Facebook below. We'll also attach to the video so you guys can check her out there. Thank you guys for joining us. And Gabrielle, thank you for being on the Business Block, and we'll see you guys on the next one.